Underway here, feeling good energy today.
Ohar walking down the side, in front, they score! Jung-Sung Kim to the goal, they score!
Now Tyler McGregor scores for Canada!
Jones walking right in, waits, shoots, scores! He's got Lee going to the net, he scores! Proving once again, and so dominant, showing the world why they're number one.
Calgary's Winsport Arena, the host of the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships, as we kick off day 2 in Group A. Team Slovakia taking on Team China to open up the day's action as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. My name is Zach Marks, pleased to be joined as always by my broadcast partner, Dave Dawson. And Dave, two teams coming off very different results. Same scoreline, but different ends of said scoreline. 10-0 results for both sides. Slovakia coming off the loss to Team USA. What are they expecting out of today's matchup?
Yeah, a tale of two completely different hockey games. China dominated Team Korea by 10-0, and the tournament's opening game yesterday, Slovakia losing 10-0 to Team USA. I'm going to say this, and I might raise an eyebrow. I don't think Slovakia's loss to USA was as bad as many would really think. Yes, they didn't get a shot on goal, and yes, they lost 10-0. But in the world of para hockey, Slovakia finding their way up into Pool A action for this tournament, I think it was better than many people really would have expected. And for Team Slovakia, still without one of the top offensive players, so they're going to look at relying on number 45, Milos Vojcarek, in order to get some offense going for them. For USA, you start the tournament out against the world's superpower. They didn't lose 19-0. No disrespect to Team Japan, who did lose 19-0. But for Team Slovakia, I really do feel there's a bright future in para hockey, and it could start today.
Now looking over at their opponents, Team China, a 10-0 win over Team Korea. That game got feisty towards the end as tensions started to boil over, so China down a couple of skaters due to suspension. Who are they going to have to rely on if they're going to come away with the win here?
Yeah, they're going to be without Jintao Tian today, as well as Guang Chia-ho, who will be missing the game today with the suspension. However, no problem for them. Hong Wan Lee has been one of their statistical leaders and one of their leaders on the ice with speed in transition. He and Yifeng Shen together create so much offense where, again, China likes to go wide, stretch the ice, get Yifeng Shen almost like a dump and chase by himself, where he goes and retrieve pucks. You'll see a lot of number 32 all over the ice today for Team China.
Now, one benefit I would say for Team Slovakia coming in is Team China and Team USA, they play a very similar style out there. They like to possess the puck. They like to play with the speed. So not too much of a change in dynamic for Team Slovakia heading in. As we take it down to ice level, take a look at today's match officials. Referee out of the Netherlands, Chris van Grinsen. And then the linesman, Marius Hermansen Oswald out of Norway, and Tony Rundstrom from Sweden, tending the lines here this morning.
And this is the first meeting between these two programs since the 2022 Paralympics. China won that game 7-0 in the open game of the tournament. Slovakia played 3 games in that event, and they were outscored by a margin of 12-1. So, and again, for Team China, they're right up there in the world rankings, right in Pool A. They're one of the top 5 teams in the entire planet. For Team Slovakia, trying to find themselves, move them up into that ranking as well. And for the lines today, for Team China, it's going to be Yifeng Shen on the right side with Zhidong Wang on the left, and right down the middle, Zhan Fu Zhu.
As Team Slovakia make their way out onto the ice, their starting lineup is going to look very similar to what we saw yesterday in their loss to the United States. Stashak starting off with Corman and Ligda up top. Wojtek and Halinka played a lot of minutes yesterday against Team USA. Expect them to play a similar role here this morning.
And again, I think for Slovakia, a lot of what their game was yesterday is mitigating damage. They weren't able to create as much offense. We'll go in-house to public address for the pregame ceremony.
Goalkeeper, devant le filet, number 18, numéro 18, Edouard Leachic. The defenders, à la ligne bleue. Number 30, numéro 30, Eric Leachic. Number 33, numéro 33, Michael Linka. At forward, les avants. Number 7, numéro 7,
All right, so a meeting of the two countries right at center, the traditional exchanging of customary handshakes, etc., etc. So as we have a look after day one, Zach Marks, here's where we stand in the standings.
In Group A, it's Team USA and Team China atop the standings. You can kind of swap them back and forth, both with 10-0 wins. Korea and Slovakia both at the bottom of the table. Looking at Group B, Canada and Japan off to an early start. Pardon me, Canada and Czechia off to an early start. Japan and Italy will be off, looking for their first wins later on today.
Starting goalies for Team Slovakia, going back to Edward Leachic, and why not? He played almost the entire game yesterday, had 7 goals go by him on 28 shots for a 750 save percentage, goals against average of 780, but again, he was taken out, I think, just for the factor of give the other goalie a little bit of opportunity to play in net. When he came back in, they played with far more confidence. And on the other side of the ice, for Team China, they're going with number 20 between the pipes. It is Yan Zhao Ji making his first appearance. We saw Wei Wang, second appearance, pardon me. Yeah, he played there yesterday. And a full game shutout. 8 shots on goal. That's all he faced between the pipes for Team China.
As we then take a look at Team Slovakia's head coach, Ivan Richko, he's expecting a little bit more of a pushback here. I would expect a little bit of a response on day 2. Obviously, the tired bodies, maybe a little bit more of a factor here. The fatigue could play a little bit more of a role, but expecting more of a pushback here this morning.
Yeah, good spirits as well, Ivan Richko, and then having a look at Team China's head coach, Ji Wu-yin. And he mentioned speed is the way it's going to be for Team China. That's how they like to play, right? Not as much physicality. Slovakia, again, I think, taking a page out of the book at Team Czechia, which we saw them yesterday. Similar styles because, you know, proximity, play a lot of games with each other, similar countrymen. I think that might be how they can have an advantage today for Slovakia, for Team China. Obviously, without a couple players, want to be able to, if you're going to play with speed, get ahead early, right? China scored 1 goal in the opening period and then exploded in period number 2. For Slovakia was by bunches. 3, 3, 4. Period 1, period 2, period 3. I think a good 45-minute consistent game for Slovakia. Get some offense, maybe an early lead for China. You want to push the pace, tire the Slovakian group out, and that's likely going to be the story for today.
And if there's one guy who's going to tire out the Slovakia group, it's that man, Yifeng Shen.
Yeah, he can do that in so many ways that we saw yesterday. Yifeng Shen, not only gifted with his shot, but the way he can pass the puck, everything that he can do is incredible. So number 17 will be a big story for that as well.
Small delay as we've got 20 minutes up on the board.
Right.
You're just joining us, 15 minutes per period here in para ice hockey. Scoreboard's fixed and we're underway here on day number 2. China controlling, and they play it right away in the path of Yifeng Shen as he breaks in over the line for Team China. Controlling in the far corner, he'll drop it off. And that's Zhanfu Zhu, who had himself a hat trick and was named player of the game for China yesterday. He finds Shen. Shen, no goals in that one in the win, but was very aggressive offensively. Picked up a couple of assists as well. Now a centering feed right in front. Shen with a chance to shoot. Will look now, lets it go, and that one is handled by Leachic. Took that one right in the face mask.
The game within the game, I think, today is going to be Yifeng Shen versus Leachic, and how the two of those guys can interact with each other. Leachic already got one up in the noggin. We saw 4 or 5 of those yesterday that ended up, I think in total, probably 6 or 7 by the end of the day, as Shen's quick shot going up top. And Leachic, again, they play far more confidently with number 18 in the pipes. No disrespect to Miroslav Pastucha, but Leachic covers a little bit more of the net and a little more of an aggressive goaltender. So a good early save for number 18.
Face off to his left is won by Team China. And they look for more offensive ability. Tried sliding that one under his sled, but couldn't get it on target there, could Zhu. Now a collision there, and Slovakia will skate it out to center ice. Stashek knocked off the puck. Nice play there by Zhidong Wang. Now into the zone, drops it for Shen. Shen right in, shoots! And that's handled by Leachic once more, who holds on for the whistle.
Leachic having words with Shen on the flyby. Got it up in the mask again. Back-to-back shots. 3 shots on goal. 2 of them have hit him up in the mask as number 17 can put a puck wherever he wants, whenever he wants, at whatever velocity he wants. He's one of the best players on the planet.
Coming close here for China. They're going to go for a line change, which will allow some fresh skaters out there. Zhao Dong Song ready to take this draw for Team China against the captain of the Slovakian squad, Marian Ligda, who was also named player of the game for his team yesterday. Goes after it, does Ligda. And puck kept in at the line. Turich with the chance to clear, unable to do so. China plays it back down low. Hongguan Li checked off the puck before he could get a shot away. Good defensive positioning there from Eric Wojtek. China hold the line. Good work there from Yanpeng Q. He fires one that rattled off Wojtek again, who has been in the right place at the right time a couple of times in this shift already. Now a quick shot from Zilu is blocked, and Slovakia able to clear out to center ice.
Yeah, this is the part of the ice that Slovakia needs to control to be able to get some offense going the other way. You know China's going to possess the puck for most of the game today. It's about creating turnovers in the neutral zone.
Yanpeng Q enters the zone for Team China, left it for Hongguan Li. And now pushed out to center, and a race ensues. Turich going after it, but it will be Ji Lu who gets there first for Team China. No icing. The Slovakia go to work on the forecheck here. They force a turnover at the blue line, kept in just barely by David Corman. Good stick handling there from Zheng Zhang before eventually finding a teammate, and they'll clear it down the ice. But that one's going to go the distance. An icing call coming up here against China.
All right, so we'll call that successful shift for Team Slovakia. Again, creating the turnover at the line, which allowed them to put pressure on, forcing China into icing the puck. So no shots on goal in the tournament yet for Team Slovakia. Great opportunity for them to set something up here. Stay Zach and company on the ice. A high-quality shot on goal. We'll see what can happen here.
12:26 to go here in the opening frame. Stashek to take this draw for Team Slovakia to the left of Yan Xiaoji. Was one of the busier victorious netminders. In fact, was the busiest victorious netminder in yesterday's competition. Facing 8 shots en route to that 10-0 win. China navigating through the neutral zone. Right in, drop pass off. A shot over top the goal from Li. 2 goals in the tournament already for number 32. As Yifeng Shen still in search of that first of the tournament. Dishes off. Good work there from Li, but a better poke check. And Slavomir Ferencik getting in the way of that rush. Yifeng Shen tied up on the half wall right in front of the broadcast booth as it's pushed down the ice by Team Slovakia. Icing waved off. Back to retrieve it goes Yu Tao Kui, the captain of the Chinese team. As China will look to break out with speed once more, and they do just that thanks to Zhanfu Zhu. In over the line, passes off, 2-on-1 here, across a shot, and that one's kept out. Another good save for Edouard Leachic.
Great lateral movement from Edouard Leachic, not overreacting. Sometimes at Para, with the goalie you see maybe wide movements from left to right, flailing like you would see there if he fell, right? As we see a great stick check at the line, creating the turnover, which then allowed the opportunity for China to break in. And right here, calm, poised movement, post to post, not overcommitting, not overreacting, which allows the score to remain 0-0.
Zhidong Wang, 8 goals in last year's tournament, has yet to find the back of the net here in Calgary. Comes close there, but Leachic sharp early on. As Slovakia take possession off the face-off, send it the length of the ice, but too heavy on that one. Draw weight wasn't quite right, and that will be an icing call.
So we almost lost that stick check because of how good that offensive chance was. But that initial stick check, Slovakia needs to do that more with China, because China's going to want to break in with numbers. 3-on-1, 3-on-2 with speed. You can't, again, stand up the body, so to speak, air quotes, at the line because you could get a team penalty. You need to be able to find a way to disrupt those entries, and that was a good stick check to do so.
Long shot from the point, wide of the target, but it will find Yifeng Shen's stick in the corner as China continue to apply pressure here in search of an opener. Pass it across, but defender had left the blue line, was looking to sneak in, so Zhu has to retreat to collect his own pass. Drops it off for Kui inside the Chinese line. Now Zhu quickly ahead, and now China breaks out seamlessly. Shen into the zone. Watch closely there. Cuts around. Poke check there by Leachic. Right in, though, is Wong. Tried to pass it across. Couldn't do so. Wojtek will clear for Team Slovakia. And Kui once again gathers possession in the neutral zone for Team China.
Yifeng Shen breaking wide. We saw Korea yesterday. 3-4 skaters, as soon as Shen was around, they collapsed on him. Let's see if that's the plan again today.
Zhidong Wong with a attempted pass that hit off the sled of the Slovakian defender. Now it's Shen once more. Lost it. Ferencik will push it back to the far side. As trying to keep China to the outside are the Slovaks so far here. Unable to do so here. Shen shoots, and that's snagged by Leachic, and a little bit of extra after the fact with the glove movement.
Yeah. Game within the game, Zach Marks.
10:01 to go here in the first period. We'll step aside from Calgary. You're watching the World Para Ice Hockey Championships on hockeycanada.ca. Welcome back inside the WinSport Arena. Zach Marks alongside Dave Dawson here on day 2 as we get a look at Edward Leachic, who has been strong early on. 3 saves in the Slovak net. And Yifeng Shen looking for his first of the tournament. Snagged with the glove and then a little extra with the flip of the puck. It ended up over top the net, but shows the vibe going on for the Slovakian goaltender. He's feeling it early on.
A little bit of competitiveness as well with Shen, right? 2 early shots right up in the mask. Follow that story throughout the game today, and there is a neutral zone turnover like I talked about.
And Corman will take a long shot, and it'll go wide as Yan Xiaoji thought about playing that puck, instead leaves it for a defenseman, and China look to break out once more as it's played ahead for Xiaodong Song. Taken away, near turnover to Lee. Song finds it back, but it ends up on the stick of Eric Wojtek. And now a long clear to the far side of the ice. Good play there for Team Slovakia.
All right, so for Slovakia, we got some neutral zone turnovers. That's good from their perspective. Now you want to find ways to create offense in the O-zone.
Hongguan Li looking to do just that, but for Team China. Zhang Zhang fires it across. Shot from Ji Lu does not reach the goaltender as Ferencik playing his role perfectly, blocking that shot. And now Leachic will fire that one up the near side. Li cut it off. Hongguan Li drops it off, intercepted. Good read there from Stashik. And he will send it out to center.
Yeah, and they're just trying to keep China to the outside right now. And I think for China, a hot goaltender like Leachic, and if they're going to get frustrated on the offensive side, it's a great opportunity for Slovakia to capitalize.
Well, we saw it yesterday with Stilatano. Stood on his head for Team Italy against Team Czechia. Czechia coming away with the win regardless, but a very good goaltending performance. And we're getting a similar one so far as China continue to press. Trying to get a shot away there was Zhanfu Zhu, unable to do so, and it's cleared back out to center ice. Kui will collect inside his own zone, passes ahead, nobody there for Team China, and maybe now a chance for Slovakia to attack. Ligda takes a bump, feeds Corman. A shot was blocked en route. Good recovery from Zhu to get back after the turnover. Not seeing a pass he likes. Now tries to get it to Shen. Instead just fires it into the corner. But icing's going to get called against China here.
So we've seen China do this where they get Yifeng Shen. They want to dump it down and get him to chase after it. I don't think that was one of those design plays. I think that was just maybe a little bit of sloppiness potentially from Team China because of Slovakia and their defensive stance. Now, Zach, we have another O-zone opportunity here for Slovakia. So China's pushed hard in the opening 8 minutes here, which has been really good. But again, a neutral zone turnover created for Slovakia. I want to see some more aggression from them. Maybe some physicality. If you're from a Slovakia perspective, this is a great chance for a shot on goal.
Frenchik nearly gets one towards the net. Stashik tried as well, but it rolls wide. Turich trying to get there. He's beat to that loose puck by Zhu. Now kept in at the line. Nice play by Holinka. Tries working it down low into the corner, but China using the 2-on-1 approach to steal that puck back for their squad. Ligda gets there first and has possession of that puck, stolen away. But we got a penalty coming up here, and I believe this is going to go against Yutao Kui for teeing.
Wow, so Slovakia, no shots on goal in the tournament yet, and they're going to have a power play and a chance. And Kui isn't sure exactly where or what happened, but he'll be going to the penalty box. So,
and Slovakia's power play last year in Pool B tops in the tournament, running at 10 for 17. That's almost 60%. Yeah, crashes into Ligda. Chinese go to their first penalty kill of the tournament, I believe. Went 15 for 18 last year with 2 shorthanded goals for him.
All right, again, so for Team China today, 2 bodies short without Jin Tao Tian, who's one of their better players in the tournament as well. So an important penalty kill for them here.
And it's China who wins that face-off. Cleared out to center. Ligda will prevent a rush from Lee, but forced it too far back. Offside against Slovakia, so China can break out with a little bit of speed here. And right in, looking, shooting. And that's a stop by Leachic. Shot let go there by Zhang Zhang. I haven't seen him shoot too much in the tournament so far, but possesses that wicked wrist shot.
Good back check on that too to dislodge it. Small incidental play by Corman, but so smooth and calm.
Leachic will fire that one across. Just slightly out of the reach of Ferencik, who's now tied up on the far side by Hongguan Li. Now it's pulled free. Could be a 2-on-1 for Slovakia, but the speed of Team China able to recover and steal the puck back. Oh, heavy hit with Sherik with a big collision with Hongguan Li in the neutral zone to stop that rush. Li gets the puck back as the Chinese penalty kill has done well so far here. Xiaodong Song will skate into the zone, and that's intercepted by Stashik, who starts back. Fed across to Ligda, the captain, avoids a check, and will look for a pass. Dishes off. Here's Corman working in, slides it across for Ferencik. He'll shoot. Glove save made by Yan Xiaoji. There's the first shot for Team Slovakia in the tournament. And it's a glove save for Xi. China finding that loose puck. They'll clear it all the way down the ice. Just about 20 seconds left. Hongguan Li's going to win that race to the puck and look for some offense here. They scored 2 shorthanded goals in last year's tournament. That one handled by Leachic. The rebound is there. Trying to find it. Where is it? It's underneath somebody, and eventually Leachic able to find that puck.
Yeah, good puck pursuit towards the net there by Zhanfu Zhu, who didn't put up with the fact that, or didn't put up with the fact, he knew based on the presence of where he was, there's that big hit at center. Wow, that's as clean as they come in para hockey textbook. So attacking the net here, knowing that Leachic hadn't covered it yet, so he's just as entitled to that puck, dislodging it, creating traffic in the goal mouth, getting under the helmet sack of the goaltender Leachic. China tried to do that a little bit, take him off his game. Nothing wrong with that. If he hasn't covered that puck, that's wide open real estate.
Face-off will be to the right of the Slovakian goaltender. And the face-off won back by Team Slovakia. Trying to clear, unable to do so, blocked on the exit attempt by Zhanfu Zhu, who's got it behind the net. Flips one back to the blue line, held by Zhu, dishes off, Shen with a shot, stopped, and Leachic once again finds the rebound, covers up with 5:10 to go here in the opening period. And we'll step aside one last time here in the first. Scoreless so far on day number 2. You're watching the World Para Ice Hockey Championships on hockeycanada.ca.
I'll bring it back. 6-1 the shots on goal, still scoreless, and only a couple subs on the bench for Slovakia, while China far deeper on the bench this game today, and that could be a story as it goes throughout the game today when it comes to endurance and the ability to play a full 45 minutes. China right now dictating the play. Dave Dawson is my name. This is Zach Marks.
And the faceoff will be to the right of arguably Slovakia's best player so far.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not sure there's an argument. Leachic has been stellar so far. As now Slovakia break out to center with some speed. In comes Večerek. Inside, outside, cuts around. Will fire, and that's stopped by Xi. A great opportunity there. And a solid save for Yan Zhaoji.
Yeah, Wojciarek with a great push-up. Our isolated player today, right? Get him in time and space. Trying to turn his teammate into a twister there. And got a great high-quality shot on goal. Here he goes again.
And one more rush for number 45. This time he's going to dish off, trying to find Stashik. And that puck intercepted by the Chinese defender at the blue line. Now Hongguan Li trying to bring it back. Ran into Jian Pengqiu. And now Zheng Zhang will bring it right in. Nice move to avoid one check, but Wettrick is there. And now Stashik could be away here. Pass ahead, 2-on-1 potentially developing, but Stashik will elect to just send that in deep. Ji Lu will go back to collect, swings it around as China look to break out once more. That's something they have not struggled with. And as I say that, an empty pass, Turich intercepts, and Ligda will bring it right in. Slovakia with a little bit of optimism here late in the period, starting to get some turnovers and some opportunities offensively. Not something we saw too often against the United States yesterday.
Zach, you and I just talked about that literally 3 minutes ago, that weather the storm early, create some turnovers in the O-zone, which will allow you for offensive chances. This is what's happening right now.
And here's the speedster, Yifeng Shen, working in on the near side centers, and Leachic read that, covers up, and we'll get another face-off, 3:40 to go in the opening frame.
This is great coaching by the Slovakian group, Ivan Hrichko. Well aware that Shen's going to burst wide. They're a player short, one of their top players. Don't have the help for Yifeng Shen today. That's okay, he's still got lots of talent, but as soon as he goes wide, three guys, bang, right there, try and center it. Nope, Leachic has nothing to do with it, so China's still pushing. Nobody scored yet, right? This is still a wide open game, but Ivan Hrichko, excellent coaching, well aware of what's going on the red side of the ice.
Slovakia tying up that draw, and they'll knock it out to center. Did that touch anybody? No, so that'll be an icing call against Slovakia here.
And Zach on the other side, Yin knows that Slovakia's got a shorter bench, right? And he has the group that can push the pace and push the tempo. So Slovakia can slow the game down and dissect it, but China well aware that all it takes is 1-2 breaks for Shen and company to let it rip down the wing and get a good shot on goal. Could change the entire flow of the contest.
Tie-up draw once more. It's underneath the sled of Zhidong Wang. He didn't want to let that out, but Slovakia do eventually work it to the line. Kept in. Nice play there by Shen, who you blink and he's on the other side of the ice. He's that quick for Team China. As they turn it right back around, in comes Zhujiang Wang. My apologies. I've not seen 18 too often in this tournament. As Shen's got the puck now, looking for the wraparound, and he scores! Yifeng Shen's on the board. China's got a 1-0 lead.
Just like I just said, you can dissect the components of the game all you want, but natural goal scorers and elite level players will find ways to break through. Yifeng Shen has had, I think, 4 shots on goal already in the early going, and a wraparound. Lethal to try and stop in any sport, in any hockey, stand-up or para. Post to post so quick, wraps it around. Yifeng Shen's got his first of the tournament.
Scored 13 times in last year's tournament. En route to that 4th place finish for Team China, and has his first here on day number 2. As we get back underway, Slovakia winning that draw. They push it ahead. Puck intercepted by Hongguan Li. But Corman steals. Slovakia looking for a rapid reply. A pass into the corner, rims all the way around. Liga will keep that in at the line. A pass intercepted. Good read from Ji Li. As China start back out to center. Pass just a little too far ahead of Zhao Dong-song. Leachic takes a bump. He's probably had the best opportunity of the game for Team Slovakia. And Yan Zhaoji equal to that task. Swung around to the near side wall. China trying to get there, unable to do so. And now Dian Pangqiu right in, shoots. A glove save made by Leachic, and then, or pardon me, Leachic, and then holds on for the whistle.
Bobbled that a little bit, Leachic did, but was able to glove it down. So, and again, he's going to give you, much like Stilitano did for Italy yesterday, every opportunity to stay in this hockey game. For Slovakia, you got to, after you have a goal against, get back to what was working. What was working? Forcing China to the outside, creating neutral zone turnovers, and allowing offensive opportunities the other way. They're not going to have a lot of chances, Slovakia will today. You got to make good on the opportunities you do get. But good on China, continuing, putting more and more pressure on.
Slovakia winning that draw again. They've been good in the face-off circle, especially in their own zone so far here this morning. First of 4 games coming at you here on day number 2, as China looking to improve to 2-0 in Group A. Kui's pass was intercepted. Corman crashes in. We got a penalty coming up here, and this is again going against Team China. Interference to call. I believe it'll be Jin Kwang Zhu who goes to the penalty box. Or is this Yu Tao Kui again? No, it will be Zhu heading off. Kui just had possession of that puck.
Okay.
A little bit of frustration there for the Chinese captain. With 1:52 to go here in the opening period, Slovakia will go to the power play, and yeah, just kind of runs interference as the puck had gone by. One thing I have noticed over the course of the tournament in my time with para hockey is that interference call gets called a little bit more when the puck goes past the defender than it does in stand-up hockey. I know that's a pet peeve of some hockey fans. Leachic with a quick shot, and that's a glove save by Ji. As Leachic has been the most dangerous Slovakian skater so far.
Yeah, he was our isolated player to start the game, and I think he just has a guy, the ability to, from the backside, they got him quarterback in the power play here, right? So you can play that bumper position. He can play that flank position. He's the power play quarterback here. You've seen him line up on the left wing. He's got a good release. He's had 2 really good shots today so far.
Another face-off one right back to him. He'll drop it off for Corman. A little bit of room here. A shot that got blocked. Where is it? It's ended up underneath Ligda's sled. It pops free. Corman may have been able to get a shot away, but had been tied up by Zhan Fuzhu. And now here's a chance. Here comes Shen looking for number 2. Slams on the brakes. Waits. Cuts to the middle. Shoots over top the goal.
That's what China wanted after that great chance in front. Make them pay, so to speak.
Poke check there from Leachic to interrupt the rush from Zhan Fuzhu. Might have been looking for another wraparound, maybe a change of strategy for Team China after Shen's successful opener.
Much like in football, I mean, these are football comparisons, Zach. You turn the ball over, you want to score a touchdown right away to, air quotes, make them pay. So Slovakia misses a chance on one side. Yifeng Shen going the other way, almost put it in.
Shen's got it again in the neutral zone as we're inside the final minute of the first period. China lost possession there. Zhan Fuzhu gets back, though. Corman didn't have a ton of speed when he stole that puck. So Zhu with a quick turnaround. Now feeds it across for Shen, slows up, and just looks to clear. Penalty coming up here against Team Italy, so that will negate the power play. I believe it'll be a hold coming up here. So Shen gonna skate with this puck. 5-on-5 with an empty net for Team China, not something you see too often. Zhan Fuzhu in, pass across, and they score! Hong Guan Li on the backdoor feed. He went into the net before the puck did, but it will count. It's 2-0 China.
Yeah, he didn't interfere with the goalie according to the officials, so we may as well bring the puck in with you. What a feed by Shen, and again, transition, the bread and butter of China hockey. And yeah, Lee went in first, didn't interfere with the goalie at all, and the puck was laying right there, and it just followed him in.
I don't know if that's Lee's goal.
That
true. Looked to strike the post and hit off the goaltender. That might be Zhan Fuzhu's. We'll see what the call is. For now, we'll give it to Lee. It's his 3rd of the tournament, and with 15.4 seconds to go, it is a shorthanded goal on a delayed penalty.
Zach Marks, Mr. Rulebook, ladies and gentlemen.
As China win the the face-off, and they'll look for maybe one more here to add on. In over the line, Shang Zhang cutting to the middle, dishes off, Lee shoots. Great shoulder save made by Leachic as it's up and out of play, and we got James Bond left on the scoreboard, 0.7.
It was 1.2 originally, but I'm much more of a fan of James Bond overall. But now this is China hockey to a T, Zach, right? Here's another look at the goal. You're right. I don't know if Lee did touch it. We're at least looking. Did I touch it? Did I touch it?
Is this counting? Is this counting? There's that little, you never know when you end up in the net before the puck does. It's a weird situation, to be sure.
You and I just talked about a few moments ago. You can dissect the details down all you want, but China, all it takes is a couple minutes to turn a game around, and they did. They did in period 2 yesterday, and they've done it here in the final minute of the game.
Pair of goals late in the first has Team China up 2-0 over Team Slovakia. The Slovakians will start with 8 seconds of a power play in the second period. But it is a Chinese lead heading into the break. We'll step aside before coming back, being joined by David Corman down at ice level here in Calgary.
Corman of Team Slovakia. David, after a game yesterday where you guys didn't get a shot on goal, but I felt you guys played pretty well. How would you describe the opening period here today?
China is also one of the best teams in the world. It's very tough, they are very fast. We are just 8 players, we do what we can, but our time is later in this group.
Playing defensively has been really what you guys have done well. How are you able to create more offensive opportunities in the other end of the ice?
We're trying to just play some breaks if we can. We are focusing on defense, as you mentioned. So that's what we do, and we just will try to do some breaks and score some goal.
David, one last question for you. What does it mean for you to wear that Slovakian jersey and represent your country?
Of course, it's an honor as for every player here to wear a jersey for his country. So I'm glad I can be here for Slovakia.
Appreciate your time, David. Thank you so much. Best of luck rest of the way.
Thank
today.
you. Bye.
All right, David Corman and Team Slovakia. 11-3, they're getting outshot, 2-0 to score. We'll be back for period 2 in Calgary. Hang on.
A beautiful Sunday morning on World Para Ice Hockey Championship Week. Second period about to get underway. 2-0 China leads Team Slovakia. Zach Marks alongside Dave Dawson. Dave, plenty to see in that first period. Why don't you take us through?
Yeah, a lot of physicality, a lot of defense. Great stick check there. Bang, a big hit at center. The first shot on goal in this tournament as well for Team Slovakia. But China, you can hold them for as long as you can, but eventually they're going to get a puck on net and past the goaltender. Is Wojciarek, a great offering there. And goal number 2, which we're not sure if it actually was Hong-Wan Lee's goal or another one of his teammates. So Slovakia has had a couple power plays. They've given up a shorthanded goal against. They have 8 seconds of power play time to work with. China, the number 4 ranked country in the tournament overall.
And indeed, it is Zhanfu Zhu's goal. It did not touch Hong-Wan Lee. Yifeng Shen with his first of the tournament, and Zhu with his 4th. It is unassisted. I think that might change to Shen getting an assist, but we'll see. Wang getting the assist on Shen's opener of the tournament as we get back underway here in the middle frame. Chance here early on for Slovakia. David Corman trying to skate onto that one, but intercepted by Yutao Kui, the captain of the Chinese team. As out of the box comes Zhu. And we're back to even strength. Pass ahead, intercepted by Wojtek. Has to wait, fires it into the far corner. Corman will go after it against Kui. And it's number 23 in red who comes away with possession. Nice pass ahead into the path of Zhu. A goal in the game already, 4 in the tournament now for number 24. As China going after it. They've got it. Zhu fanned on his pass attempt, and that allows Ligda to attempt to clear. Stolen back, though. Zhanfu Zhu passes across right in front of Pad save made by Leachic there on the effort from Jidong Wang, who, quite frankly, just cannot buy a goal at this stage in the tournament. Back the other way. Ligda trying to catch up to that one, unable to do so. Jinquing Zhu will force it out to center. Slovakia reads it, fires back in, and Xi will direct that one into the corner.
Yeah, it was a good cross-ice pass there, catching Zhu sneaking in from the back door, was able to connect with him, or Wang that was, excuse me, and again, here's a long feed for Shen.
He catches up to that one, negates the icing, makes a move around one, cuts in, tried to pass across, and Leachic dives over to make the save.
What a save by Leachic. He's been incredible so far in this tournament and in this hockey game as well. Diving across is Shen again. They do that long touchdown feed attempt for Shen. Just go after it. Skate out the icing, and you do what you do best. As Leapachic's got the stick ready to poke check, and instead Shen delays, tries to get it going across, but the twig there, Leachic with a great save. It's a great look at number 18 for Slovakia.
And the faceoff will be to his left. As Slovakia winning another defensive zone draw. They've done that well throughout this game. Definitely a sign of improvement from yesterday where Team USA dominated in the faceoff circle. An icing call here against Slovakia.
Yeah, and all this for a Pool B team, right? Slovakia came up to Pool A. They were in Pool B in October in Kazakhstan at the Worlds there. So for Slovakia, I really did feel, talking about that at the start of the tournament, Zach, that 10-0 loss wasn't a 10-0 loss. They had room to grow.
And they've done so far, minute 40 into this second period. Had a couple of shots, 3 in fact. China with 12, and Leachic 10 saves already here as Slovakia breaking out. Pass across, that one intercepted, and Zhao Dongsong couldn't come away with that puck. Stashik does, fires it ahead for Wojciarek to chase after. Directed back out to center by Liu, and now fired but right back in by Slovakia.
A little bit of physicality here again from Wojciarek on the body contact. If you're a Slovakia fan, I want to see a little more of that physicality here in period 2.
China looking to break out. Nice exit pass. And Lu finds a streaking Hong-Kwan Lee. Right in, shoots. Glove save made by Leachic. Got just enough to direct that over top the goal. China holds the line. Passes off right in. Song shoots. Stopped by Leachic. Rebound. Kept out as well. They keep jamming at it and they score. Zhao Tong Song, his second of the tournament. And it's 3-0 Team China.
Leachic can only do so much. First save, great save. Second save, great save. Look at this, right here. Save 1, got it. Save 2, got it. Save 3, can't do it all. He needs help from his defenseman, right? And that's what Slovakia, I think, is lacking right now. The continual puck presence on the puck. Sensational work there, focus by Zhidong Song. Not allowing, oh, nice save. Okay, I'm going to go to a pirouette around the net. No, eyes are on the puck. 1, 2, 3, whacks it in. And for Team China, it's 3-0.
One credit I'll give there for Song is his shot took Leachic a little bit more to his left, which drifted him away from the post, allowing Song to bang away at that rebound with an open net to put it into as China extend their lead. Slovakia looking to break out of their own zone, stolen away, held in at the line by Zhenyang Li. As it's pushed down low, nice pass, China right towards goal, but stolen away. Ligda coming in for Team Slovakia. Pushed out to center ice, and China with possession once more. Leachic with that body positioning forces a turnover and is able to send that one in for Team Slovakia to go after. Ligda playing the body there, but Kui left the puck behind for Zhu to pick up. The pass too far in front of his teammate. That will go the distance, and that will be waved off. China able to beat out that icing call. The speed from Zhidong Wang playing a factor once more. Yutao Kui holding the line, only momentarily, and now it's pushed out to center. After it quickly goes Ferencik, but beat to it by Lee.
Speed being the factor again, Zach. Oh, good turnover by Gorman.
Very good by Gorman. Centers for Ligda, just rolled off the end of his stick, and now here comes Shen. Yifeng Shen, partial break for China, right in on Patrick, and a great save by number 18 as he gets the glove down to deny Shen his second. Slovakia follows that up with an icing call as a face-off coming inside the Slovakian line, but again, Eduard Leachic with an unbelievable save.
Yeah, that's one of the top players in the world, barreling down on you with speed. Look at this. There's about 5 players on the planet I don't want coming in on me like that. Their names are Tyler McGregor, Declan Farmer, Brody Roybal, Yifeng Shen. There are others, Dominic Cozzolino. That's essentially the elite list that you're like, no thanks, don't want those guys coming in on me. What a save by Leachic.
China win the face-off. Quick one-timer fired wide by Zhanfu Zhu as it finds its way to Zheng Zhang on the far side. Stolen away by Team Slovakia, and they'll force it out to center ice. Ji Liu back defensively for Team China as it's pushed ahead, passes behind Zhanfu Zhu, but racing over, unsurprisingly, is Shen. Lost it on the transfer, though. Now steals it back from Corman and turns up ice. Yifeng Shen, solo mission here for China. Cuts back towards the right side. His shot off a body over top of the net. Ferencik getting in front of that effort from number 17, who has been dangerous here this morning. Now a shot and a block right to Zhanfu Zhu. A pass across and they score. Zhidong Wang's on the board and China adds on. It's 4-0.
Speed, speed, and more speed. Just exhausting Slovakia right now. They're not able to capitalize on opportunities, and China is pushing the pace. Great turnover created here by Shen and company. Waiting. Puck goes at the net. It's blocked, but the defender out of gas. Can't locate it. Loose puck on the side. No chance, Leachic. Might have been off the sled, less off the stick. Nonetheless, Wang gets the goal, and it's 4-0 China. 18-3, Zach. 7-0 shots here in period 2.
Very strong start for Team China here in the middle frame. We saw it yesterday, 8 goals against Team Korea in the middle frame after just 1 in the first. They've matched their output from the first period in the first 5 minutes here in this period.
And let's not forget China's without 2 players today too, right? So this is, again, top number 4 team ranked in the country, in the number 4 team country in the world.
We're right in a shot, that one wide of the target from Song. And now at the blue line, kept in by Team China. Bouncing puck, it'll be found by Zhidong Song. On his right hand here, centers, that pass off a stick, and eventually settles in the slot. Possession held here by Q, passes across, trying to find Lee instead. It fell to Song, but he couldn't collect it cleanly. And Slovakia will bank that out to center. No. Great defensive work there from Zhidong Song to keep it in. Now looks to turn it into some offense. Fires it wide of the net. And Hongguan Lee will race over, pick that puck up for China. Drops it there. A pass across. That one will go off a body and end up right back in front of the Chinese bench. Now forced down low, and around the net it will go. Song first to it again. As the physicality of Team China on the forecheck playing a role here. That shot handled by Leachic, and he'll hold on with 8:51 to go here in the middle frame. As we will take a break here, 4-0 Team China leads Team Slovakia on day 2. You're watching the World Para Ice Hockey Championships on hockeycanada.ca. Welcome back inside the Winsport Arena as we get a look there at the Chinese bench, which, as we've mentioned throughout this broadcast, more players on the bench at a given time for Team China, allowing them to play that fast-paced style that they love to play so much. Slovakia with just 3 skaters on the bench at any given time, and the backup goaltender, of course. China looks to have about 5 or 6 at any given time. As
it's really been the difference.
Fatigue starting to play a role for sure. As the pass across, that one time to wide, but Lepacic's going to cover that up for a whistle. 8:39 to go.
More than anything as well, Ji Woo Yin, I think a great adjustment from the first half of period 1 into where the game is now. Slovakia maybe had something on them. We're forcing them to the outside, not giving them up as much real estate. China goes, okay, we're going to put it over top of you. Take something off the top, like they say in football. Send Yifeng Shen down low, recycle it, we'll get you working in your own zone, and that's where they've been able to get the advantage.
Slovakia win another defensive zone draw, clear the puck, but that one will go the distance for an icing call, and another face-off coming inside the Slovakian zone.
Yeah, so winning face-offs is something Slovakia has done well. They got to find a way to break out, get number 45, Wojciarek, as we talked about, the isolated player at the start of the game. Get Wojciarek with speed going through neutral. We saw him going down the wing. He had a couple great breaks. He's got a great release. They can get him with a little bit of open real estate. They can do some damage.
He's out there now. It is number 45 as this face-off won back by Team China. They play to the far side wall. First to it there was Zhu Jianguang. China able to hold possession here. Hang Che makes a move around his man. Centers. That one will roll into the slot. Taken away by Wojciarek. He'll dish off, and now a breakout presents itself. David Corman tried to feed it across ice. Intercepted by Team China. And they've got it once more. That puck did come out to center. Slovakia can't touch it, which Herrick does. And that will be, I believe they're going to call that an intentional offside.
Let's just look at David Corman, our interview guest from the opening period. I thought David, probably one of the better players on the ice for Slovakia, in doing the little things that maybe don't get noticed. On the penalty kill, great stick check, positionally sound, forcing China to make other options where they think they're going right, no, you got to go left. Corman was very, very good at that, and again, he had mentioned China's one of the best teams in the world. They're going to exhaust you, and some fatigue showing there at 98.
Due to the delayed offside that they called an intentional offside, the faceoff comes back inside the Slovakia zone, but they win the draw and look to break out. Little miscue there for Wojciarek, allows Shen to take possession back, cuts right into the middle. Shen looked for that top corner. It was marked very well by Leachic. Didn't have a lot to shoot at, and it ends up over top the goal. Swanting around, Zhen Fuchu cuts that off for Team China. Fires it back to the point. Jinqing Zhu kept it in, couldn't find Shen. And now it's Zhidong Wang battling down low. He's in there with Shen, and it's Shen who comes away with it. Back to the point. Kui with a shot wide of the target. Zhu gets it back. He'll go to the blue line. Here's Zhu looking, feeds it down low. Zhu with a shot, and that one wide of the target. Racing over is Kui, but he won't be able to keep that one in as China forced back into their own zone. Shen looks up ice, plays a bank pass perfectly for Zhidong Wang. In could be a 2-on-1 here. Wong avoids the check, cutting to the middle, shoots, and he scores. Jidong Wong has his second of the game, and it's 5-0 China.
This is a great design play which involves deception, right? Slovakia defensively preparing for the seam pass on the back door, because why? That's what China's done every single time. Delays, just kidding, not gonna pass it now, I'm gonna rip it, low blocker. That's an incredibly intelligent play by Jidong Wong, and he benefited from it, and he gets a goal.
Twice now here in the period for number 8. As mentioned, 8 goals in the tournament last year, now with 2 here this morning as China starting to extend their lead. 5-0 now. Obviously, they don't know what Team USA will do, but for now, a win would put them tops in Group A. Of course, that top spot getting the bye into the semifinals. And wouldn't China like to hold that spot heading into the final day of the round robin on Tuesday? Collision there between Ligda and Chinese defender. Not quite sure who that is. As China collect that loose puck and start out to center. On the stick of Zhang. Dishes ahead, and here comes Dinpeng Qi. Q fires it back, and the pass from Zhang finds Hongguan Li on a bounce. All the way back to the point. Xi Lu taking the space allotted to him. Walks in, shoots, blocker save made nicely there by Leachic. And now Slovakia will look to clear. Unable to do so. And that's Ferencik will go back into the corner, and will push it up the boards and out to center ice.
Much like the game yesterday, Zach. Again, no shots in the second period for Slovakia. China exploding in period 2 like they did yesterday.
Puck fired into the zone. Ferencik back defensively for Slovakia, but we've got a penalty coming up here. Wojtek's going to get called for interference. He can't believe it. But he is the guilty party for Team Slovakia. China to the power play here with 5:43 to go in the second period.
Yeah, he had his arms up the entire way, number 30 did, flying by the back of the net, and now he's on his way off, and he's still, what? Where's the penalty? What do you mean? Yeah, so China really putting the pedal to the metal here for period number 2, and they're going to have another chance on the power play. It's number 30 for Slovakia to the box. Eric Wojtek, HC Studenka.
Face-off will be to the left of Lepachic's goal. China's first power play of this game. They did have a delayed penalty call coming, but they scored on it, as that would eliminate what would have been their first man advantage. So looking to get on the board here this morning. That puck ricocheted wide, and it finds its way to Hang Shea. Pass, trying to return it back to Shea. Missed him, but it rolls into the corner for Zhujiang Wang. Wang will dish off, and now pass back towards Wang. He shoots, stopped once, twice by Leachic. The puck's underneath somebody, and it eventually pops free in behind the net. Played back to the point, and unable to keep that in was Zhu, as it will force China back into their own zone. Speed through the neutral zone. Kui dishes off, and into the zone comes Wang. Passes back, navigating, but poked away from Hang Shea at the last moment. China again back inside their own zone. Yutao Kui looking up ice. Passes slowly ahead. Zhu leaves it there, and now entering the zone with a bit of speed is Li. Zhenyang Li slows up, passes back to the point, and taking it with speed is Zhu. Wide shot stopped by Leachic. And Slovakia able to find that loose puck. Wojciech, will swing that to the line. Kept in though. Zhanfu Zhu holding the zone. He's got it on the far side. Dishes down low. China looking for something here in the power play with just 20 seconds left to go. Zhanfu Zhu, China's leading scorer in the tournament so far, walks out front. Just able to keep that in at the line was Kui. Forces it back to Zhu. And Zhu will push it in behind the cage. Shen racing over. Power play about to expire. As Slovakia will go 1-for-1 on the penalty kill here this morning.
Yeah, less urgency on that power play for China, not as much speed and movement, and rightfully so. They got a 5-goal lead right now. I don't think there's a lot of need for the urgency in that situation. More puck control is what they're looking for.
As Zhang Fuzhou enters the zone, navigates through the check of Corman. Now dishes for Shen. Shen in, and he scores. Yifeng Shen adds on. It's 6-0 for China, but now some concern as sliding the pass was Zhu, and he looks to be in some discomfort down in the slot.
Yeah, I would have said roll the highlight reel for that goal. It was an incredible goal, but all kind of bookended by an unfortunate situation there. Zhang Fuzhou involved in a difficult contact, and the trainer's going to come out and look at number 24. So just what a, yeah, it was a, looked to be a shoulder check, I believe. Not sure exactly what happened there, but all right, so producer Calvin Bellows going to get another look at what happened here. So nice little play through. Zhu's got his head down and just shoulder contact. He wasn't expecting it. So if he's looking up, I think he would have maybe been able to prepare his body for that contact. Probably winded more than anything. Good to see the youngsters all right. So the overall setup from that goal, though, excellent by Zhu. The delay, the wait. So there's Zhu here, drives left, right? Nice little stick play over to Shen. That's the guy you want with the puck in close quarters. No chance to Leachic. Turns him into a twister, and it is 6-0. Unbelievable play. That's one of the most gifted players in the world. Again, I said that before a number of times. And that's Leachic, one of the best goalies in para hockey that we've been able to see. So good to see Zhu's okay, and 6-0 China.
Back to center ice we go. 3:19 to play in the second period. Shots 24-3 in favor of Team China. Not entirely sure what the holdup is here. Looks as though everything is correct.
I think it's something with the timekeeper's clock. They just want to make sure the time is right, maybe. I'm not sure. They're looking up at us, so.
Looks as though we are good to go.
Okay. And
we'll get the rest back underway. Slovakia force it back down into Chinese territory. Cherek forcing the issue. Xinjiang watching him closely and steals the puck away in the corner. Swings around, kept in by Team Slovakia. A shot handled by Ji. And now China look to break out. The pass intercepted by Corman. Slovakia cannot touch that on the offside. So China able to clear that out to center. Into the zone. Here comes Q. Dishes off a shot, and they score! Hong Guan Li now officially has his third of the tournament. That one, no mistaking who put that home. As China adds on once more, it's 7-0.
Yeah, nothing the Wojciech could do on here. That's just numbers through neutral. Puck over skated, and this is what China does so well. Talked about it at the very opening of the game. They want to hit the line 3-on-1, 3-on-2 with speed, and they can make whatever decision they want. I can go left, I can go right, or I can rip it. Wojciech gets a piece of it, goes top shelf off of his pad, and it's now 7-0 China. Much like an explosion in period 2 yesterday, Zach. Same thing again today.
8 goals yesterday. We got 5 so far here this morning. And I think Ligda gonna get waved out of this face-off?
I think so, yeah. Talking about the personnel on the ice, the official just wants to make sure that the right people are out there, and nothing wrong with that. Again, it's the world stage, so a lot of different things, making sure that our boxes are checked, and no problem with that. Make sure everything's right.
Corman takes the draw, lost it. Trying to take possession back, and Yan Xiaoji with possession. Pushed ahead, that'll be intercepted at the line. Ligda kept it in. Ligda drops it off. And that's stolen away by Team China once more. Pushed to the line, and away comes Team China. Nice move there from Lee. He's in with speed. Hong Guan Li right in, shoots! Rang it off the crossbar, but it stayed out. Oh, so close for number 32, but it stays a 7-0 China lead. Board battle ensues in the near side corner, and the puck pulled free by China. Ji Lu plays it across. The one-time attempt from Song misfired, and Yan Pengqi gets it back. Now China with it, a shot over top the goal, and that will rim all the way out and into center ice. In fact, all the way back to the Chinese end.
And icing has been waved off.
Well, it was a Chinese shot.
Oh, right,
that swung
sorry.
it around.
I was looking down at my monitor talking to a producer, so
China with
that's why I got you, Zach.
Slovakia able to hold that in. Ligda does a good job there as Corman takes possession, dishes off for Leachic with a long shot, and that one wide of the target. So he's looking to go top corner on Yan Xiaoji. Now China steal possession back as we approach the final minute of play here in the second period. Racing into the zone comes Song. Xiaodong Song using that speed right in, shoots, scores! Xiaodong Song has number 3 in the tournament. His second of the game. China leads it 8-0.
Yeah, writing a ballad here is Team China with yet another one using speed down the wing, bursting in and scoring. Right, and it's all due to the work they're doing in both ends of the ice. Slovakian players angle of pursuit off. Why? Again, because they are exhausted. Fatigue the situation. One-on-one versus Leachic. Going high again on him with 1:04 remaining in the period. It's 8-0 for China.
Face-off one back by Team Slovakia as we enter the final minute. Puck launched into the zone. Xi watches that bounce past him. Stashik trying to take the right angle, but China slows up and has possession. Body check thrown there by Leachic. He's been physical throughout this one, but China able to work it out to center ice. And now played ahead, Corman losing it momentarily, stolen away by Hang Che. Swung across to Wong. Wong stolen away from him by Stashik, and that'll go the distance for an icing call against Team Slovakia with 26.1 seconds to go in the middle frame. So we got a look there at the Chinese captain, Yu Tao Kui. No goals so far in the tournament, but has played a role defensively, and China was yet to allow a goal in the tournament to this point.
Yeah, and I think, again, China knew coming in, whatever Slovakia was going to throw at us early, we had the advantage of using our bench and using that throughout the second period and getting an advantage. So great coaching for Team China here, Slovakia. With a bit of a rest, we'll need to come out bursting here in period 3.
Slovakia do win the face-off and cleared out to center. Maybe a little bit of momentum coming here as the pass played ahead. Here comes David Corman. Corman will shoot, stopped by Xi, and he'll clear the rebound into the corner. As a little bit of positive momentum heading into the break here for Team Slovakia as the buzzer sounds. And Team China with 6 goals in the second period. They'll take an 8-0 lead into the break. 30 minutes in the books. 15 more coming your way in about 15 minutes time. We'll step aside from the Winsport Arena before coming back. You're watching the World Para Ice Hockey Championships from Calgary, Alberta. A great view of the Calgary skyline on this Sunday morning as we welcome you back inside the Winsport Arena for the start of the third period of Game 1 on day number 2 of the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. China leading Team Slovakia 8-0. Zach Marks alongside Dave Dawson. Dave, 6 goals coming in that second period, but you saw something a little bit different compared to the goals.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was just the relentless work and the pressure that was put on by China. Like situations like this is their signature. Get Yifeng Chen going, dumping it down the ice, getting him to chase after it. Pressure, more pressure, relentlessly on the goalie, wearing down the defense. Then when you have the burst for Shen, in the first period, Leachic was making these incredible highlight reel save after save after save. You can see the exhaustion of Slovakia. They don't have the amount of players to sustain all the effort. Wojciarek working hard to get the puck in the line. He can't get there. A turnover created again by Wojciarek. Doesn't have the puck support. China, all these bodies around getting aggressive with puck pursuit. Normally that's a strategic play where you're positional and you're hemming back. China's swarming now because they know they have Slovakia tired. So they can 3, 4, 5 skaters on a puck, where in any other form of hockey, that doesn't happen.
A couple of goals for Zhidong Wang in that period, a couple for Xiaodong Song as well. Hongguan Li getting his third, and Shen with his second of the game as well. As high scoring second period has been the MO for Team China in this tournament. 8 yesterday, 6 today, and they'll look to close out this third period on a high note and pick up their second win of the round robin portion here in the tournament. Slovakia with a steal out of the gates. They'll look to build some positive momentum. They get Team Korea to close out their round robin, and that game could prove to be important, as a win in that would guarantee that Slovakia would stay up in the Pool A for the World Championships next year, provided Korea falls to the United States later today.
Yeah, it doesn't end up relegated. So icing waved off again. So great chase there by China. Full praises to them for the way they played hockey in period number 2. Defensively, offensively, they were great.
Slovakia looking to break out of their own zone. Stashik lost that puck underneath his sled, but is able to push it to the line. China holds it in. Nice play from Yu Tao Kui, the captain of this Chinese team. A pass, a shot deflected wide of the target. And now a centering feed. Nobody there except Slovakian skaters. And Leachic will take no chances with that, covering up for a whistle.
Yeah, a little confusion in front of the net there where Leachic just able to cover it up. And for China, again, full credit to them. What you saw at the end of the period, swarming players when they have the puck. Any level of hockey, if you see 2 or 3 bodies on the puck, a coach goes, whoa, red alert, hang on. You need to spread it out and support the different areas of the ice. China, well aware that 3 or 4 players on the puck means they're going to be able to create a turnover, because Slovakia doesn't have the support on the bench to be able to cycle those players through and get with speed the other way. Slovakia's got to have a good start here, get some positive shots right away.
That clearing attempt off the draw blocked en route, so China going to work on the forecheck once more. Pass across. Xiaodong Song lost it, was looking for the hat trick momentarily there, but has it roll off his stick, and Slovakia able to work it out to center ice and all the way into the Chinese end of play.
Zach, I thought Wojciarek to start the game was the guy to look at. David Corman is going to be the one for the rest of the hockey game, will be the player for Slovakia.
Here comes China once more, but that's offside at the Slovakian line.
Yeah, number 98 for Slovakia is going to be the guy that has done a lot of great things behind the scenes that haven't really jumped off the page, but he is going to, if they're going to get a goal here at least to build some momentum, one shot in period 2, he'll be the guy for China. 2 players short because of suspension today. Hongguan Li was our isolated player to start the game. They're rolling right now. They're just rolling line after line after line. It's not about an individual for a spark. It's about consistency and puck possession.
Another face-off win for Team Slovakia as they take possession. And a bank pass ahead for the aforementioned Corman. They'll take a bump but got it in deep. After it goes Yu Tao Kui for Team China. A little bit of confusion there for Zhu Zhang Wang, but now gets it up ahead and plays it out to center ice. Zhenyang Li checked there. Physicality has not been shied away from for Slovakia. They're not afraid to throw their bodies around. We saw that earlier with Leachic, and right there with the aforementioned, but that one's going to be called on a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to call it teeing on Leachic.
So a power play coming up for China. They are 0 for 1 in this game as Slovakia touch up. Ligda. And indeed, it is a team call.
Leachic's going to argue he was parallel and he used his shoulder. And then a great catch there by the producer to pick up Leachic saying shoulder. Ref saying nope, sled. So he's pointing up at the screen. Watch the replay. So, yeah, the ref's right. That was perpendicular contact. So full credit to the officials. Do a fantastic job, by the way, in all the assessment and feedback and picking things up there. One of the hardest jobs in sport. And here's a look at the head coach, Ivan Hrichko, looking on as China. Another power play.
I got to say, I've seen a lot of players argue with the official. I've never seen them win that argument. So he'll sit for what he hopes is the full 2 minutes inside the box. And China will go to work on their second power play. Yifeng Shen looking to make short work of this man advantage. He'll go around the net. Corman retrieves one of his sticks. And that has China with clear possession here. Zhan Fuzhu dishes across. Zheng Zhang looking, passes. That one too far ahead of Zhidong Wang, who's on hat-trick watch himself, along with Xiaodong Song and Yifeng Shen in this game, as China, the offense has not been lacking so far here this morning. Zhu will turn it right back into the zone. Had a hat-trick yesterday in the win over Korea. Here he passes off. Now Shen for the one-timer. Put it wide off the end of his stick. Did not catch anywhere near enough of that puck to direct it on goal.
Yeah, and a great job assessing the zone, going, I could shoot, but you know what? Let's go backdoor. This time to Shen. Rarely misses on that one-timer.
Zhan Fuzhu gives it to Zhidong Wang. Slides it across, right in front. Shen shoots, stopped by Leachic. The rebound kicks all the way out into all the way to the blue line, I should say. Kept in by Team China. Yifeng Shen collided with behind the net. And now a clearing attempt, hit a body. It stays below the goal line. China collects. Zheng Zhang in front. Zhan Fuzhu shoots. That got blocked. And the rebound cleared out to center ice by Wojtek.
Yeah, and a little more rough stuff around the net there involving Slovakia and Yifeng Shen doing a great job. Again, getting inside the helmet of some of the Slovakia players. That happened 30 seconds into the game and continuing on. Frustrating player to play against. We have that much speed and talent.
Mental warfare at its finest there for number 17. He's got the puck now. Shen in on a breakaway for the hat trick. Shen, he scores. Yifeng Shen, power play goal. And China leads 9-0.
Highlight reel goal for Shen again. That's his literal nickname. When he gets in time and space, look at this. Just waits, delays, hits him in full stride, going in. And Wojtek was the guy that he was jawing with a little bit on the last play, beats him wide. No chance for Leachic. Right hand, left hand, slides it in. Yifeng Shen, 9-0 the score.
1 for 2 now on the power play for Team China. As mentioned earlier, they'll close out their round-robin schedule against the United States on Tuesday in what should be a great matchup. Two high-powered teams, two of the top 4 countries in the world. That one on Tuesday morning. Here an icing call against Team Slovakia, and we'll get a whistle. 10:41 to go in the third period.
Yeah, Slovakia, I think I said, finishes up against Korea in the morning. USA 1:30 p.m. And there's a look at Turich. Yeah, it's been a difficult one for Slovakia. 4 shots on goal, 4 more than they had yesterday against USA. 1 shot period number 2, 3 in period 1. Again, finishing this period is positive. You know you're not going to win it, right? Get some ozone face-offs, have a couple shots on goal. Build for that final matchup, which is right there potentially in your wheelhouse.
Xiaodong Song holding it in. China with possession. Looking for more here. A shot stopped by Leachic. And now it sits in behind. Hung Guan Li goes back to the point for Kui. The captain passes across. Here's Zhu looking, shooting. That goes off a body and into the corner. Yan Pang Q trying to gain that puck, and he's done just that. Hung Wan Li looking, passing across. It's behind Xiaodong Song. And now Lee comes back over to recover that loose puck. Leaves it in the corner. Stashik tried to steal, knocked away by a Chinese skater. And now Slovakia able to clear from the front of the net. Song once more, drops it off. Lee got past Turich, but now is tied up. There's 3 skaters looking for that loose puck, and it's Leachic who comes in to clean up. Played around, Yan Pengqi able to hold that in. Played just over 5 minutes of this third period. China adding a power play goal from Yifeng Shen to make it 9-0. As Slovakia has iced the puck yet again. And going back to your previous point there, partner, the 4 shots on goal for Team Slovakia. They've been high danger opportunities. G's had to make some good saves in this game. So definitely some positives on the film moving into Tuesday's matchup against Korea.
Slovakia in October at the Pool B Worlds, they were 4-0-1. They beat Kazakhstan 10-1 in the first game, Finland 9-0, Great Britain 18-1, shootout loss to Japan, and then 4-0 over Sweden. They're without one of their top players right now, who, from what I'm told, will be joining them later in the tournament. That's understandable. All those things considered, Slovakia, again, they're not one of those countries that doesn't deserve to be here. They won their way here. They're just against one of the top teams again in the whole country right now. Whole world. 4th ranked in the entire world.
And China flexing that muscle so far in this round robin portion as another puck cleared from the front of the net. And Slovakia with another clearing attempt that'll go the distance. And that's kind of been the story so far in this third period. It's just been taking on the pressure, ice the puck. Taking on the pressure, ice the puck.
Yeah, and for Ivan Hrichko, he's going to make the adjustments. He's going to coach and do the right things well and move forward into the next game. And I think as well for Team China, you know, they love to play that possession game and they're not going to attack as much anymore. Just controlling the puck, keeping it away from Slovakia. They don't need to score any more goals, but they're going to win faceoffs and play the game.
China again winning that draw, as you mentioned. Zhang Zhang fires it down low for Hang Xie. He'll dish off. Out of the corner, a pass in front. A shot comes, stopped by Leachic off of Jinyang Li. And now at the line, it's Li, or pardon me, no, that was Zhujiang Wang who held the line for Team China. He's got it down low, looking for a passing option. Elects to go back to the point for Zhang Zhang. Let's pass across, and that one all the way to Zi Liu at the opposite side of the blue line. Hang Xie now has it, looking for an option. His centering feed cut off. Now a shot comes. Leachic makes another save. Now up to 20 in this game is number 18. Collision there in front of the Slovakian bench. And now the puck pops out to center ice. China with possession. And it'll be fired in by Wang. Played ahead. That pass for Ligda connects on the backhand. Nice feed as Marian Ligda looks to get something going offensively for Team Slovakia.
Yeah, and Zach, further to your point there, you mentioned the high danger opportunities. They've been limited, but they've been really good chances Slovakia's had on their chance. That would, wow, what a great bounce.
Wouldn't have been an icing call as it did go off of Ligda's helmet, but it is covered up by Leachic, and it'll bring us to a break. 7:39 to go here in the third. 9-0 China leads Team Slovakia in Calgary.
Team China, 9-0 lead. Ji Woo Yin, the head coach on the left side of your screen there, and the driver's seat, and enjoying the lead so far. 30-4 the shots on goal. A strategic student of the game, one who dissects it down, and China knows that their strength is puck possession and speed, and right now they're on their way to a 2-0 start in the tournament.
Yifeng Shen with possession. He's got 3 already in this game. after being held off the goal sheet as a penalty coming up here against Slovakia. We've got a slashing call, and Wojciech arguing. This is
Again,
the second
back-to-back
penalty.
penalties.
Yeah. Not liking the call.
No,
and there's that head
he's
shake.
not at all. Great job, guys.
Heavily
Pickup.
disagrees with
Yeah.
the official's opinion. We'll get a look at that again, but it'll be another power play for Team China coming up here with 7:26 to go in the third.
He was instructing the official to watch the replay last time, so where are we here? Hack in the hand, 1-2. Right in front of the ref. He had a better vantage point than we did. But
He did. The ref definitely did. He was right in front of it.
yeah.
Similar to yesterday where there was a team penalty right at the official's feet. So
Hard to avoid that.
Hard to
yeah,
avoid
for
that
sure.
one. So in a third power play of the game for Team China, Shen finished off the last one for his hat trick, and he's got the puck now. Plays it back to the point. Puck is kept in. China will flip it across, cut off by Slovakia, and they'll get the clear.
Zach, I really like the game out of David Corman. I know I said that a number of times today, and I think going forward into the game against Korea in the next contest, 98 will definitely be a player that they're going to lean on heavily.
That pass played ahead, icing waved off as they're going to rule that could have been played by a Slovakian skater. Leachic will play this one to the line, kept in though by China. And now Zhidong Wang for Shan Fuzhu. Centers for Shen, that one just missed. And now Shen working against Leachic, gets away from him, looks for a passing lane, puts it in front, but it's Leachic who finds it and holds on for the whistle. Now some extra whistle blowing.
Yeah, and for Leachic, great start to the game. Number of his saves will make the highlight reel. The officials with some instructions there for Corman and company. And they pulled him for a momentary portion of the game against USA, maybe just to give some reps to the backup goalie. And Lepacic's going to be your guy consistently and letting him know, hey, here's what's tolerated in the crease, here's what's not. Great animated interview with David Corman. I really enjoyed my chat with him in the intermission. And you have a look at the rest of the Chinese roster there at number 30 as well. Diang Penchu, player by player on China. Just consistency. They can roll the line, Zach. Yes, Yifeng Shen is at the top of that echelon, but every other player contributes on the line of consistency, forward and defensively.
Face-off will be to the left of Leachic here. It's 21 saves for the Slovakian goaltender. So far in this one, 6.5 to play here in the third, and about a minute left in the penalty against Eric Wojciech. China looking to hit double digits for a second consecutive game, as they matched Team USA's output yesterday, and Team USA coming up against Team Korea later on today.
Good stick again by Wojciech at the line, but out of gas. Not able to do anything with it because there's nobody that has the energy to head up ice when he creates the turnover.
And seemingly limitless energy for this Chinese squad. Song's pass gets it right back from Hongguan Lee, and now feeds it right back to number 32. Good body check thrown there by Marian Ligda as he separates man from puck. Now dishes off. Xiaodong Song overskates that puck, and that will allow Ligda to, at the very least, get it out to center. 10 seconds left to go in the power play, and the puck is caught in Jilu's sled.
It's right up underneath on the bracket of the sled, so that very rarely happens. Much like in stand-up hockey, a puck getting caught in the skate of a player. You don't see that very often, so yeah, David Corman, big smile on his face, and enjoyed that there. So
8 seconds left in the power play, so likely a 1-for-3 afternoon, or morning, I should say, to this point for Team China. And that face-off pulled back by Team China. One last play ahead, and nice maneuvering there for Zhu Wang. Plays it ahead, now a breakaway. In comes China for 10, a pass off, and unable to get there as Ligda went right into the post. Thankfully, it looks like the sled took the brunt of that impact. As with 5:20 to go, we'll take a break. 9-0 the score. Team China leading Team Slovakia here on day 2 of the World Para Ice Hockey Championships in Calgary, Alberta.
Leachic looks on after a contact into the netting. They're making some repairs on the 4x6. As right before the break, China broke in, and there was the back player Ligda ended up colliding with the goal, knocking it off its moorings right there, you see. So the crew here at the WinSport facility, the Mark and McPhail Center, this arena of the 4 arena facility, gorgeous one, making some repairs. Upcoming schedule, Zach.
Yeah, we turn our attention quickly to the United States and Team Korea at 1:30 Mountain Time here in Group B, and then we'll get into some this is Group A. We'll get into some Group B action after that. 5 o'clock, the host, Team Canada, take on Team Italy, and then we'll close out day 2 with Team Japan taking on Team Czechia.
And we're all ready. Then we get a day off tomorrow, which is nice. One more day of 4 games. The preliminary round finished into the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championships on Sunday.
As Team China winning that draw, quick shot over top the goal, and it'll be flipped all the way around to the near side wall. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the third. As that puck found, pass in front, a shot, and they score! It's a sneaker from Zhu Qiangzhu that finds its way through Leachic, and I'm not sure he knows how. Checking his angles again, but regardless, it's double digits for Team China here on day number 2.
I think Qiangzhu had 1 goal and 2 points in last year's tournament, and that puck somehow snuck along. You're right. I don't think Leachic knows how that went in. He thought that he was hugging the goalpost, just barely off the post, and Sue loves it. Probably have a great look here from the end camera. Yeah, not a lot of room at all, Zach, between the goalpost and the pads. So double digits again for China. 10-0 win yesterday, and they have a 10-0 lead here.
Tie-up draw once again by Team China as they look to continue on here. Yifeng Shen will send that in, and after it quickly goes Team China. Zhan Fuzhou got there, but so too did Slavomir Ferencik. Turnover forced though by Shen. He's out of the corner, passes it across. That got through everybody and ends up on the far side where Shen goes to collect it himself. 17 in red, navigating inside the Slovakian line. Shen feeds it in front. That finds Zhan Fuzhou. His shot rattles the cage of Leachic again, and that's the 3rd time I think he's taken one to the mast so far here this morning. Is a centering feed knocked out of the air by Ligda. Good hand-eye there from number 11. Now Shen gets it back as China continues to hold the line. Shen passes in front, well read again by Leachic, who covers up.
There's unlucky Yifeng Shen, tournament leader in scoring last year, and straw that stirs the drink for Team China as they will happily jump up to 2-0. Lost the bronze medal game, if not for a late goal from Czechia last year. They love to get to the gold medal this year, and bronze I think they'd be content with. But Canada, USA, obviously number 1 and 2 in the world, and China, Czechia, or Czechia, China, 3 and 4.
Face-off will be to the left, or pardon me, to the right of Leachic, as Hongguan Lee in there to try and pull that puck free, but it is Slovakia who finds it, and they clear out to center ice. David Corman picks it up in neutral territory, gains the red line, and fires it into the zone after it goes with Wacherik. Pass ahead, heavy collision again for Wacherik, who has been probably the most physical skater on the ice here this morning. As China cleared momentarily, stolen away. Here's Corman with an opportunity, feeds it across. Wacherik shooting, stopped by Xi again, and he'll cover up the rebound.
That's the best chance of the game for Team Slovakia. Corman and Wojciech, the 2 players that we felt really today were the difference makers. Corman picks up the loose puck, could have shot it there maybe, nope. Better angle, that's the shooter you want. Wojciech is probably the best shooter on the ice right now for Slovakia. Good release for him. I think maybe he might have wanted to get that a little higher based on the release and his body language, but still a good hard shot on net and a great save by the China goaltender.
3.5 to play here in the third. A face-off forced Team Slovakia inside their offensive zone, but it's China who wins and takes possession back as they clear out to center. The breakouts have been seamless for Team China throughout this game, and now here comes Hang Che. He cuts in, shoots, puts it off the side of the goal.
Hang Che did a great job going left to right on that one.
Zhu Wang, a long shot, and that's blocked. A little save there from Ferencik. Now another effort, trying to beat Leachic at the same spot that Zhu did earlier in this period, but equal to the task was number 18 that time. No questionable angle there for Leachic.
Enjoy watching Ferencik. He just that stay-at-home defenseman. Sits right in the crease, helps out the goalie.
Peng Che working right back in. He's run into, and that will allow Slovakia to take possession back. Pushed back ahead, trying to steal, stolen right back by Ferencik. As what might be his furthest foray forward so far for Slovakia, as it ends up in behind. China with possession, looking up ice once more. That pass didn't connect. Corman able to take over. He'll take a long shot as it goes well wide of the target. Xi watches that bounce in front of him before it's picked up by Zhu Wang. Now a drop pass, that didn't connect. Wang back to collect. Played ahead there. Peng Che lost it, and it's pushed back into the zone. As Zheng Zhang has possession now for Team China. Under 2 to play now. Puck stolen away by Slovakia as they look for a late consolation goal, and what that could mean for Slovakia moving forward. But the puck pops free out to center. Here comes China with more speed. Shen's in front of the net if they want it. It's Zhidong Wang for Shen. Oh, how did that stay out? Unbelievable. As Shen fans on the one-timer, and it stayed out. Would have been 11. Instead, we play on. Shen had it poked away from him afterwards. Leachic using that big goalie stick to knock the puck off 17 stick. He's done that a few times here in this one. As now it's Zhu once more, the most recent goal scorer for Team China. Drops it off to Shen. Shen, nice passing here by Team China. Zhanfu Zhu with possession, had it knocked loose momentarily. He'll pick it up on the half wall as we enter the final minute of play here in this third period. China looking for a little bit more here. The pressure continues against Slovakia. Yifeng Shen behind the net. Still holds possession for China. Now we've seen it throughout the tournament that at this point, the winning team happy to just sort of pass the puck around, take possession. We'll see if there's any thought of a shot from Team China. Shen's got it trapped against the wall and seems content to just hold that possession here. China now working in front, a shot wide of the target. And now Slovakia work it back out to center. Giving chase is Robert Turic, but first to it, Yutao Kui, and China will turn it right back around. One last rush for the Chinese is Shen trying to catch up to it, lost an edge, and actually it's going to be a penalty. They're going to call Stashik here for interference, and with 12.1 seconds to go in the game, it will be another Chinese power play.
Stashik 21 points during the Worlds in October there, and just a bit of a contact there at the line. And you know what? Much like we as broadcasters are judged on our consistency, players are judged for theirs, referees are evaluated as well. So if there's a penalty at the line that a ref feels that's a penalty, he's going to get judged. It's the world stage, regardless if there's 12 seconds left in the game. It's 10-0. That's a penalty by the books, so it'll be a penalty. Ivan Arichka looking on as his team was prepared to fall at 0-2.
Face off to the right of Leachic's goal. Face off won by Team China. Zheng Zhang passes down low for Hongguan Li. His shot attempt is blocked by Foytik, and that puck ends up behind the net, and that will do it. As Team China improves to 2-0 on the tournament with a second consecutive 10-0 win here in Calgary over Team Slovakia.
This one just as convincing. I think for Team Slovakia, opening period, shots are 11-3. I thought, wow, Zach, we might have a bit of a hockey game here today. Might be, dissecting the details of the game down, but China comes out in period 2, goes, okay, no thanks. We're going to turn this dial up a little bit here and to take it in our favor. So back-to-back 10-0 scores. China improves to 2-0. We'll go in-house for the public address, Chinese national anthem, and we'll wrap up quickly after that for game number 1, day number 2 on the WinSport facility here in Calgary, Alberta.
For this morning's closing ceremonies, the best player from each team will be awarded a classic white cowboy hat provided by Calgary Tourism that symbolizes hospitality. In addition, the best player will be will also receive a beaded honor feather, handcrafted by Moonstone Creation, which is produced by Yvonne Gilbin. Moonstone Creation is proudly Indigenous craft created and operated and champions authentic, handcrafted Indigenous art. The awards will be presented by Ellen and Dawn Lehman, volunteers for the 2024 World Para Ice Hockey Championship. Hockey Canada is appreciative of their dedication as they have joined up once again following last year's event in Moose Jaw. The best player of Team Slovakia is number 45, Milos Večerek.
Milos Večerek named player of the game. The skater we highlighted before today's game, and he lived up to the billing. Was one of the most physical skaters on the ice throughout this one, and Slovakia falling to 0-2, but
probably the most consistent player, I'd have to say, when it comes to effort, and through didn't get the offense that I'm sure he would have wanted, but he was contributing on all ends of the ice. Leachic, obviously a prime candidate for player of the game at 10
For
goals.
Team China is number 20, Jin Yang Zhou.
Yan Xiaoji named player of the game for Team China. The goaltender, a 5-save shutout, make it 13 for 13 in the tournament so far, as happily puts the cowboy hat on.
Yeah, not bad numbers. It's pretty good looking cowboy hat and a pretty good looking handshake. So China, great start. Number 4 ranked team in the country. 20 goals, 4-0 against. They'll wrap things up on Tuesday.
That one goes against the United States on the last day of the round robin. But for now, we'll send it back to the public address announcer for the Chinese national anthem before wrapping up here on day number 2.
We would now ask that you please rise, if you are able, and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem of Team China. Nous vous prions maintenant de vous lever si possible et de retirer chapeau et casquette pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national de la Chine.
Team China with a 10-0 victory over Team Slovakia to improve to 2-0. There were hits, there was defensive fortuitous, and there was a few solid goals as Team China started out a little slower than I think most would have expected, but woke up for the second and third periods and skates away with their second consecutive 10-0 win. That'll do it for our coverage of game number 1 here on day 2. Coming up at 1:30, the United States takes on Team Korea. We appreciate you tuning in. Join us at 1:30, won't you? You've been watching the World Para Ice Hockey Championships from Calgary, Alberta.